This is the young executive called Michel.
And I go by the name of Schneiding the Magnet Cherry.
We are the executive producers of the livest show on the planet.
The Youth Empowerment Show. Stay locked in.
The Youth Empowerment Show, make some noise. We winning this year. We winning this year. We winning this year. We winning this year.
Youth Empowerment Show. How many of y'all looking to make some real money? Yo, we got a brother that's up and coming that's going to change your life forever. Make some noise for the financial motivator, Ash Cash. Yes, 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 yes. Youth Empowerment Show, make some noise. Listen, Ash Cash, we're going to get right into it because I need money, right? So how did you get started with your company, and what gave you this passion for helping people with their finances?
Man, so, if anybody saw The Wolf of Wall Street, there was a saying where he said, I've been a poor man and I've been a rich man, and I'll pick rich every time.
Yes, yes.
I grew up in the projects, man. I'm from Harlem, grew up in St. Nicholas Projects.
Harlem in the building?
29th Street.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I seen that side of what not having, money looks like. Grew up single parent home, father wasn't around, typical story growing up in the hood. And I was fortunate enough to be able to escape sort of, what the hood comes with. Worked at a bank as a teller and just started, I realized that I love this money thing. But one of the things that I realized, I got access to people who made a lot of money, and I realized that it was all about a mindset. It wasn't really about where you came from. It wasn't really about what your background was. It was really about, a mindset. And so when I realized that, I did what I needed to do to kind of change my situation. As Jay-Z said, right, there's much bigger issues in the world I know, but I first had to take care of the world I know. Right? Okay. And so for me, I felt like where my career was going, I was helping other people who didn't necessarily need the help, right? They had the money, they had sort of their finances in order. They just needed me to kind of help them make more money. But I felt like I could connect with people because I'm from where I'm from, and I could connect with people on a national level. And that's how I started my company, just really wanting to give back, because once you are blessed, you have to be a blessing to others as well. So.
Yes, yes, y'all. Make some noise, make some noise.
So, Ashcast, I just find it to be funny because I have my undergrad in business and finance is not my thing. But one class that I took was microeconomics. And microeconomics is actually a scope on the economical scale, but it's a little more tedious. Would you say that the financial system here in America is set up against people of color?
Man, I could go back so far back from, we know slavery, right? But we kind of feel like it was over with slavery, but it wasn't, right? When you think about Jim Crow, people think about just the lynchings and things that happened during Jim Crow, but it was more than that, right? Think about when, black folk had, after slavery, we picked ourselves up, we started owning businesses, right? Black Wall Street, right? Rosewood, those got obliterated. Then when the lynchings happened, a lot of the black folks, they owned their property in the South. The migration north, think about what happened to all those properties, what happened to all the wealth that happened. So that was another thing, right? When you think about Reconstruction, when you think about, Reconstruction where sharecroppers were losing out, redlining. So when properties, when people were coming back from the Vietnam War, there were GI bills that helped people get property, but they specifically redlined. They specifically did not, give money to people of color. Right, denied loans. I could go on and on and on. So I definitely, believe. That's why when I hear people talk about, we need to do certain things. Yes, the onus is on us in a way, but we are fighting against a system that is specifically not set up to help us advance. And that's why when I heard you guys talk earlier about us having to stick together, and I actually agree with you 1,000%. I am excited. I am happy that we have this president. I never say his name. So I am excited that we have this president. And the reason for it, though, is because now we have no choice but to stick together. Before, and no disrespect to the last 8 years, but we were asleep, right? We got excited. We thought that was it, that all the hundreds of years of oppression just went away with Barack Obama being president. So we were asleep. We were just happy. We were just comfortable. But now we're forced to stick together. We're forced to support each other, because if we don't, we will literally die, like literally, because it's about economics. Everything is about economics. The whole, every situation, everything that you could possibly think of is about economics. So, so I'm excited. I know I kind of went off on a tangent a little bit, but, definitely excited about what's happening. And it's definitely a system that's set up against us. So we have to definitely stick together and use what's in our power now, right? Because we are in a better situation economically, where a lot of us are owning businesses, a lot of us are making more money, and now we got to stick together to take back our communities economically.
Awesome. Make some noise, make some noise. Now, the last thing I want to ask you is, because I listen to a lot of music, but the financial principles that I'm gaining from the music is keeping me broke, right? They say blow money fast, you only live once, spend it all today, don't worry about tomorrow. But what give us some financial principles that will reverse that and just set us on the right path.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you said it, right? Like, that's I Got the Keys. That's my favorite song, right? Because, until you own your own, you can't be free. So it's really about ownership. And that point blank period. I don't care if you have a 9 to 5. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're in school right now. Whatever you do, you have to have ownership. You have to begin to start owning something. Own intellectual property. Own where you live. Own, if you're gonna wear clothes, start your own clothing line. If you're gonna read books, become an author or whatever it is, you have to own, because ownership is what's going to help you become financially free. When you work for somebody, you are not in control of your destiny, right? And it might not even be a fault of your own, right? It could be the economy. It could be something that happens that you lose your job. So you have to have multiple streams of income. You have to own your own. So I would say that is the key. The true key to financial freedom is really becoming an owner and owning your, owning what you have, owning your true financial destiny. And if you do that, that's it,
Make some noise, make some noise. Like, I literally could sit here all day and pick your brain, because, finances is something that's so important, not just in our communities, but in life in general. We need to it's a struggle just to get ahead. Absolutely, nowadays, yeah. So so we want to know, how do we get in contact with you in order to reach out to you? Maybe you have seminars coming up. Maybe you do something online. Like, how do we gain more information from you?
Absolutely. So my website is iamashcash.com, and I'm on all social media platforms at iamashcash. So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Follow me there, and definitely I'm accessible as well. So if you hit me up, you have any questions, anything like that, I'm always willing to help and assist. So
I gotta pick his brain, y'all.
Yeah, so definitely pick my brain. This is you gotta be, when you're blessed, you gotta be a blessing, and that's what I'm here for.
All right, make some noise for Ashcast. Make some noise.
One of the things that really helped me as coming up is really my words and thought process and words that you say. So I'm always a big believer in affirmation. So I'm gonna ask everybody to stand for me real quick. Everybody stand real quick. And I just want us to put power into our words, right? So I'm going to say some affirmations, and y'all just repeat them after me, all right? Y'all ready? All right. I think like a millionaire. I have a millionaire mind. Yeah, y'all got to be louder than that. I'm sorry. All right. I have a millionaire mind. Every day in every way, I am getting better and better. I love myself unconditionally. I am building a financially stable future for myself and my family. My dreams are coming true. I am willing to accept the best that life has to offer. I am open to opportunities. I appreciate all that I have. I always do my best. My dreams are coming true. I manage my money wisely. I focus on my goals. My self-worth and net worth are building every day. I believe in unlimited possibilities.
Brothers like kings, treat my sisters like queens. I will fight for my life. I will fight for my dreams. I read every day. I learn something new. I pass every class and I graduate school. Cause we winning this year. We winning this year. We winning this year. We winning this year. Treat my brothers like kings. Treat my sisters like queens. I will fight for my life. I will fight for my dreams. Cause we winning this year. We winning this year. We winning this year. We winning this year. Yeah. Yes. Listen, y'all. Youth Empowerment Show. Welcome back. Welcome back. Make some noise. Listen. Whatever your favorite movie or TV show is, she's probably the reason all your favorite actors are on TV. Make some noise for casting director Yolanda, huh? Yeah! Yes, y'all. Listen, we're going to get right into it. We're so thankful that you're here. It's such a blessing to have you. You know, and when most people hear the words, you know, movies or television, they're thinking about their favorite, you know, big stars on the screen and everything like that. But you're behind the scenes on everything, and rarely do we get to know the people behind the scenes. So we want to know more about you, a little bit about your upbringing. How did you get into what you're doing now?
Well, I'm Yolanda. I've been casting for 25 years now.
Oh, you can make some notes for that. She's a veteran in the game.
How I started, first of all, I am from LA as well. I'm from Cali.
Cali, make some noise.
I've been out here for 13 years this year, making my name. But how I started was I went to school for fashion design. And I graduated, and about 6 months later, I get a phone call from Roger Reed asking me to come to audition for this music video called Remember the Times. Wow. So I was like, okay, I've never done anything like that, but it sounds fun, I'm gonna go. So I went and auditioned, and Tina Robinson was the choreographer on this project, and I was like stoked. I'm like sitting there looking like, I don't think I can do this casting, this audition thing, but I liked everything behind the scenes. So I ended up staying and started taking the photos and all those great things, ended up doing the video. Fast forward about 4 weeks later, I get a phone call saying, well, we liked you when you were working with us doing the video. Would you like to be an intern for Poetic Justice? Wow. Absolutely.
I know that movie Poetic Justice, right? Yeah.
So I was like, I mean, who does this in their first shot? You know, you work with Michael Jackson, and then I'm getting called to work with Janet Jackson. I was like, absolutely. So that first week I was an intern, that following week I was an assistant. Wow. That's how much.
Talk about favor.
And pretty much that's all she wrote. Roger Reed has been my mentor, my foundation, and my core to my career. I've been having 25 years of a very successful career. And I've worked with, you know, a lot of other casting directors like Leah Daniels Butler, Kim Hardin, Risa Brandon Garcia, Lisa Mione. These are all other names, just as well as being urban, they're mainstream as well. So I've had a great platform, and I've done some really great work. I've worked with a lot of great people, and I've really enjoyed my ride, and it's just the beginning.
Yes, y'all.
So Yolanda, I know things haven't always been easy with you. Well, this is all of us. We all have our success stories, but we always have to go through the dirt before we bloom into that beautiful lotus that we're supposed to be. So can you just tell us a brief background on some of your hardships and how you got to where you are?
I'll tell you some of my stories. This is my best story, I will say. I worked with Kim Harden on Moesha. And before I did Moesha, I was working with Ralph Farquhar, I was his personal assistant. So I learned how to develop a show, write a show, pitch a show. I was by his side. So he gave me that opportunity. He said, when Moesha gets picked up, what do you want to do? I said, I want to be in casting. That's my first passion. That's my love. He said, okay. Well, being in this game, sometimes being put in situations and not earning that right can be a stigmatism. So I come from a background of a really prominent casting director, and going into another casting director's role is not always a cup of tea. So that was my first experience of ever being fired from Kim Hart. But it was a great experience because fast forward 10 years later, I'm an associate. So,
Yes, y'all.
and it's just letting her know my worth and the time that I put in. She knew that I actually did earn to be there as opposed to just being put there. So I have to say that was definitely one of the struggles.
Wow.
Let's go. Now, I run into people all the time that say, I want to be on TV. I think I could be a TV star or a movie star. And most people think it's as easy as just getting in front of a camera. So what does it really take to be on the big screen or even the small screen on TV?
Dedication, passion, really believing in yourself from the start. If you don't believe in yourself, how am I going to believe you? How are you going to be able to come in the room and make me believe everything that you're trying to do? You have to believe in yourself. That's what you see on TV. You see stuff that's real. You see certain things that people bring certain characters to life. Case in point, Regina King, one of my best friends for over 20 years. She does a lot of things that I've seen that we've had moments together. So that's when you have to believe in yourself. And once I see that, then I will give you that platform to be able to show everyone else what you're capable of doing.
Wow.
Let's clap it up, clap it up.
So, over the past year or two, we've been seeing a rise in the social media stars. Like, Call 'em Ready. Like, I am on Call 'em Ready's page, like, looking for, like, Mrs. Johnson. Or you guys seen the new guy with the hurt bae? And he's acting like he's the hurt bae?
Yes.
You guys ever seen that guy? And he puts himself in movie scenes and stuff. I'm like, this is better than watching a movie. So, what do you think about social media fame? Like, is this the best way for people who want to get into acting? Is this the way for them to start?
10 years ago, I would say no. Now it's a platform. It's helping people be able to be seen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that I'm going to go out and go do my casting out for social media. Absolutely not. But I am going to check you out. I'm going to see what you're capable of. I'm going to see if you hold my interest. I'm going to see how many followers you have. I'm going to see how many hits you get. There's a gentleman, I really, on social media, but he wears the wigs and the lipstick.
I forgot his name.
He put himself out so much that BET saw him out.
Wow. Okay.
And now you'll see within the next year, you'll probably see him doing a lot of different things, corresponding, doing little skits and stuff like that, because BET has got a few things that are in development, and he is one of the developments. So social media can be an outlet, but don't let it be your sole journey. We have to put in the work. We have to
Clap it up. Now, I hear that congratulations are in order. She recently got engaged, y'all. Make some noise, make some noise. Now, what I want to ask you is, how is it that you make room for dating with a busy schedule?
Please tell me.
And how can I date someone without getting distracted from my grind?
Okay, first is you have to make time. In order for you to have a stability in your life, you have I'm very work driven, but if I can't have anyone to share it with, then why am I doing this? So absolutely you have to make time to have that person or people in your life that you love and support you. So yeah, you make time for those relationships. And I'm a hard worker, trust me, believe. Sometimes I'm working in my sleep. I'm waking up like I gotta write something down. So it actually does work that way. And you got a second part of your question?
The second part is, if I'm dating someone and I'm working really hard and all that, how do I still have a flourishing relationship without getting distracted from my grind and all the things I need to do?
Well, I really feel you have to have someone that's 100% in your corner as well. Because if they can't see what you're going through and they can't see, the accomplishments that you're trying to do for you and them, then they're not worth it. Absolutely not worth it.
Where's my pen? Somebody write that down for me.
It truly is.
All right, so we want to know how do we get in contact with you? Because we're trying to get discovered too.
I'm an open book. That's why I feel like not a lot of casting directors are like me. You can email me. You can hit me on social media. I have classes now called the Craft with Yolanda Hunt. And yes.
Oh, so you give acting classes now?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
I do
wow.
acting classes twice a month.
It's called a clue.
Every second and fourth Saturday, I spend 3 hours of my time with folks that are really trying to make break in this business, who are actually trying to perfect their craft, who really trying to move forward. And a lot of people think that, oh, I don't have to go to coaching, I don't have to coaching. I'm telling you, you got your Nicole Kidman, you got your Jerry, you got your everybody. Like, I can't do so many actors. Regina King, they still all take coaching and acting and perfecting their craft. So there is no, oh, I took 3 classes, I should be on TV. No. No.
You always have to perfect your craft.
Yes.
How do I sign up for that class?
You hit thecraftacting@gmail.com, or you can hit me on my Instagram. I'm at Casting Diva. That is also for my Snapchat. And then also my last my Twitter is yhunt@03. And what is my Facebook? Yolanda D. Hunt. I'm just easy. You guys really, Google me. I'm there.
Okay, listen, if y'all want to take pictures with Yolanda, she'll be right over here. Please make some noise, Youth Empowerment Show for Yolanda Hunt. Yes. So, listen, wait, G, real quick. We got a brother that's up and coming that's going to change your life forever. Make some noise for the financial motivator, Ashcash. I listen to a lot of music, but the financial principles that I'm gaining from the music is keeping me broke. Give us some financial principles that will reverse that and just set us on the right path.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you said it, right? Like, that's I Got the Keys. That's my favorite song, right? Because, until you own your own, you can't be free. So it's really about ownership. And that point blank period. I don't care if you have a 9 to 5. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're in school right now. Whatever you do, you have to have ownership. You have to begin to start owning something. Own intellectual property. Own where you live. Own, if you're gonna wear clothes, start your own clothing line. If you're gonna read books, become an author or whatever it is, you have to own.
Whatever your favorite movie or TV show is, she's probably the reason all your favorite actors are on TV. Make some noise for casting director Yolanda Hunt. So what does it really take to be on the big screen or even the small screen on TV?
Dedication, passion, really believing in yourself from the start to finish. If you don't believe in yourself, how am I going to believe you? How are you going to be able to come in the room and make me believe everything that you're trying to do? You have to believe in yourself. And that's what you see on TV. You see stuff that's real. You see certain things that people bring certain characters to life.
Very special guests here today with us. We have Mia Bell and Jameer Pond. They both are digital studio producers that work for M Communications, which is both Hot 97 and WBLS. So let's just make some noise for the both of them.
Okay, so I also saw a video that you had, and it was about goal setting. And I feel that sometimes a lot of us make goals and we don't go through with them. So how can we effectively tackle our goals?
For me personally, I set small goals that I know that I can reach. I know we all want to be Oprah, Wendy, Diddy, Jay-Z. We all want to be that top person, but in reality, you cannot. You can only be yourself and even better than those people. You know what I mean? Because we're all, what is for us is going to be for us. So we can't really strive.
I was thinking about starting with man. I had to throw that back real quick. Listen, my man 50 Cent once said, I got a lot of living to do before I die, and I ain't got time to waste, so let's make it. You understand that? We gotta operate with a sense of urgency. Who promised you tomorrow? We acting like we have all the time in the world to fulfill our goals, to fulfill our dreams. Listen to me. You cannot reverse a 25, 50, 100, 300-year curse by taking your time. Too many people are counting on you, and you over here asleep. You over here being lazy. You over here taking your time like you have all the time in the world. You don't. The time is now. Let's go.
Yes, everybody, it's your girl Schneiding Sherry from the Youth Empowerment Show. Thanks so much for watching tonight's episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch live performances, dope content, and some dope guests. It's about to be lit.
Also, be sure to grab a copy of my best-selling book, 365 Hip Hop Daily Motivational Quotes, is available on Amazon and YouthExeKutive.com.
Lastly, if you want to purchase one of our royalties, make sure, boom, you go to our website. Get your hands on one. Stay fresh, stay royal.